Entrepreneurs, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Chris Birch here. We are settlement day. We are purchasing a piece of real estate in the city of Baltimore. Just got to the shop bright and early, getting ready to get started with all my fun print stuff. But I wanted to drop a line with you guys this morning, excuse me, and let you know that we are settling today for a single family home in the city of Baltimore. It is a 3 bed, 2 bath. It's a great piece of property. And I just got the settlement docs. So I'm going to print those out and I'll come right back and we'll go over those. All right, so we're back inside here. As I was coming in, I actually got a call from title company, told me to go ahead and download the HUD statement. So I'm gonna pull that up here for you now. So this deal's kind of turned a little bit sideways on us. We've been under contract since the end of December. It's now the last day of January. Today is settlement day. So I wanted to go over the settlement statement so you guys could understand exactly where we are. So if you see up here in the top right, this is the final HUD. This is what was issued from the title company to us as the buyer, as well as to the seller. And you see the name of the borrower, which is us. We only buy real estate in the name of a land trust. So we have here the 2403 trust. That's how we're taking title to this property. We're buying it from the estate of a deceased woman, the address of the property. And then when you scroll down, title company, now if you scroll down to here, on the left side is the borrower side, the buyer side. On the right side is the seller. So as you see here, contract price $5,000. That's us, that's our purchase. We have settlement charges of $1,820, and then we're buying this property through what is called a wholesaler. So this person had already found this property, got an agreement to assist the seller with the sale of this property, and they've attached to the purchase price a $3,000 assignment fee, which they'll be getting at closing. We have city taxes paid up until the summer of this year. We have $150 in escrow to water. So total purchase price for us would be $10,395. We put down a $1,000 earnest money deposit right here. That comes out. So with the adjustments, we need to bring this afternoon to settlement $9,342.51. So while I was reviewing this, I looked on the seller side and I see, nothing abnormal. $5,000 purchase price, taxes. But then as I scroll down, standard title fees, escrow for ground rent. And in Baltimore, it's very common that there's such thing as ground rent. And I'll tell you quickly, just for those of you that don't know, back in the 50s and 60s, what happened in a lot of inner city areas is that large investors were able to come in and the city allowed them to purchase the rights to the ground. So that means if I have a house in the city of Baltimore, for this example, and someone has what's called ground rent, that means I have to pay whatever they deemed the rent on the land of the property. I have to pay that until I'm able to then go in and file an addendum to then pay them off. So the title company on this house escrowed ground rent for 3 years, which is great. That they put that on the seller side. Then we have what here is Envir citation, and I looked that up. Apparently the seller has not been maintaining the property, and the city has come in and fined them for an environmental violation. And then they have an additional one here, which is a different citation number. So they have $300 in citations for not upkeeping the property while it was vacant. But then here's the killer to me, and we'll see how this whole thing plays out. But they have a tax sale redemption of $1,300. So these fees I'm talking about here, this is what the seller is responsible for them to be able to clear title to sell it to us. They're going to have to resolve these debts and liens. They have taxes of $1,023, legal fees of $750, a lien certificate of $500, another environmental citation. That's 3 environmental citations. Water bill, outstanding water bill of $1,293. And I'll show you quickly. How do you get a water bill? This is their bill from the City of Baltimore, water bill. It shows the service address where we are, 2403 Loretta Avenue. They got almost $1,300 in unpaid water bill. I mean, unbelievable how you get to that point. I have no idea. So let's go back to our HUD statement. So now back on the HUD. The kicker here is the gross amount to seller is $54.25 minus the reduction amount due. The seller is going to have to come up with $1,046 to be able to sell us this house today. Keep in mind, this seller is the inheritance, the family of a woman who owned the property. We're not quite sure when she left this earth physically, but since she has no longer occupied the house, the inheritance, the family who is now on the hook for the sale of this property, has done zero maintenance. They've let the water bill run. They've not upkept the outside exterior of the house, and they got these citations. So the little bit information I have here, my gut instinct is this deal might be done. We might not be going to settlement this afternoon. And it's unfortunate. I think it's a good deal. So while we're waiting on response from Title actually just responded a few moments ago saying that they were actually going to reduce their fee. They're going to knock $1,000 off of their title search fees to try to get it as close as possible to zero so that the seller will then be free and clear. Title will clear. The seller will not have to bring anything to the table. They won't have to bring any money for us to be able to purchase it. So let's see what happens. Let's see how it plays out. All right, so back at the shop. Just got off the phone with Title and our wholesaler, and unfortunately, it's a no deal. The seller got very upset with the wholesaler, screamed and hollered at him apparently on the phone, told him that he thinks that he could get way more for this property, which, I mean, he might be able to, but we had an all-cash offer. But guys, this is how real estate plays out sometimes. You really just don't know. It sucks, but we didn't waste a whole lot of time. I mean, you see, I'm here in the shop. I haven't moved. I haven't lifted a piece of paper this afternoon just to get this deal in play. But it's something that I've been doing for a while now, is operating online, trying to operate smart as possible. So that's it for now, guys. Don't forget, smash the like button below, hit the bell to get notified when we have new content or when we go live, and I'll see you all soon. This is Chris Birch. See you guys. Bye.